Do you ever feel stuck on your English learning journey, wishing you could speak more confidently, but have no one to practice with? What if I told you that you have everything you need right now to dramatically improve your English speaking all by yourself? Stick around, because in this video, I'm going to share a powerful method and practical tips that will transform your English speaking, even if you're learning alone. Welcome to English Journey, the channel dedicated to helping you grow personally while mastering English. I'm Celine, and here at English Journey, we release new videos every day to help you improve your English and change your life. Before we dive into this incredible story, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us create more content for you. Stay tuned until the end for a recap of our key takeaways and a short quiz to test your understanding. You won't want to miss it. The Silent Struggle, Manoj's story, and a common challenge. Once upon a time, in a small town in India, lived a young man named Manoj. Manoj had a dream, a burning desire to speak English fluently. He watched countless YouTube videos, listened to English songs, and read English books. He was a dedicated learner, but there was one big problem. No one around him spoke English. He felt a deep frustration because when he tried to speak, the words simply wouldn't come out. He felt nervous, unsure of what to say. He was learning English, yes, but he wasn't speaking it. Can you relate to Manoj's struggle? Many English learners face this same challenge. Manoj's story is not unique. Many of you might be in a similar situation, surrounded by people who don't speak English, or simply too shy to practice with others. You might be studying grammar, listening to English, and reading English, but still find that your speaking skills aren't improving. This is a common barrier, and it often leads to frustration and a feeling of being stuck. But what if I told you that Manoj, despite his circumstances, found a way to overcome this hurdle and became a confident English speaker all on his own? His secret lies in a simple, yet incredibly effective technique that anyone can use. Unlocking the secret, the power of imitation. One day, Manoj discovered a simple method that changed everything for him. He would watch a short English video, pause it, and then try to repeat the same message in his own words. He didn't try to copy every single word exactly. Instead, he focused on understanding the meaning and expressing that same idea in a simple way. At first, it was challenging. He could only manage short phrases like, "The boy is running," or "She is happy today." But with consistent practice, something amazing happened. He started forming full sentences like, "The boy was running because he was late for school." This method is called imitation. Imitation means listening to something in English and then saying the same idea in your own way. You don't need to use the exact same words. You just need to understand the message and express it in your own style. This practice helps you think in English and speak more naturally. For example, if you hear, "She goes to the market every Saturday to buy vegetables," you can say, "She buys vegetables from the market every Saturday." It's the same idea, just with slightly different words. This kind of speaking practice helps you understand and express ideas in your own way. The imitation technique is more advanced than simply repeating after native speakers to improve pronunciation. It helps improve many aspects of your spoken English, including your sentence structure, grammar, vocabulary, and most importantly, your ability to express your thoughts and ideas effectively. Easy to hard imitation, a step-by-step guide for progressive training. The beauty of imitation is its flexibility. You can adapt it to your comfort level and progressively challenge yourself. This is what we call easy to hard imitation, a concept based on progressive training. The idea is to start with something easy and then gradually increase the difficulty of the activity, pushing yourself to get better. Many studies have shown this kind of training to be very effective. Here's how you can apply this concept to your English speaking practice. 1. Start with small portions of speech. Easy. Begin by listening to short phrases or simple sentences. Pause the audio or video and repeat them out loud. Focus on speaking clearly. For instance, you can practice with, "I like tea," or "She is a teacher." This initial step will help you become comfortable with speaking and form sentences properly. 2. Move to larger portions of speech, medium. Once you're comfortable, try longer sentences or even groups of sentences. Listen to a sentence, pause, and then try to say the same idea in your own way. For example, if you hear, "He didn't go to school because he was sick," you can rephrase it as, "He was sick, so he stayed home." You are still conveying the same message, but using your own vocabulary and sentence structure. This helps you learn idioms, expressions, and other speaking patterns used in daily conversations. 3. Deliver the entire speech hard. The next step is to challenge yourself by speaking about a full topic or story. Listen to a short story or an entire speech, then pause the video or audio and try to tell the story or deliver the speech in your own way. Don't worry if you forget some parts. The goal is to remember the main ideas and speak freely. This practice will significantly boost your confidence as a speaker. The amazing benefits of imitation. Why this method works wonders. The imitation method offers numerous benefits for English learners, addressing common challenges and fostering natural language acquisition. Building correct sentences. By imitating correct English, you learn how to construct grammatically sound sentences naturally. This helps you form sentences properly without overthinking grammar rules. Implicit grammar learning. One of the most powerful benefits is implicit learning of grammar. When you imitate, you hear real English grammar in context. You're not trying to understand why a particular tense is used. Instead, you're focused on understanding and expressing ideas. This is how babies and children learn the grammar rules of their first language, without conscious awareness. You are still learning grammar, but you are not aware that it is happening. This is one of the proper ways to learn grammar. Acquiring useful vocabulary and expressions. You learn useful words, expressions, and phrases that are commonly used in daily conversations. This helps you sound more natural and fluent. Overcoming speaking fear. Consistent practice helps you overcome your fear of speaking. The more you practice, the more comfortable, confident, and proficient you become. No partner required. You don't need a speaking partner, a classroom, or a private teacher. All you need is your voice, your time, and your will to learn. This makes it accessible to everyone, regardless of their circumstances. Beyond imitation, other powerful solo speaking practices for English learners. While imitation is incredibly effective, there are other fantastic ways to practice speaking English alone and truly exercise your speaking muscles. Remember, just because you don't have someone to speak with doesn't mean you can't practice. 1. Shadowing, mimicking, or listening and repeating. Shadowing, also known as mimicking or listening and repeating, involves listening to English audio or video and repeating what you hear. Focus intently on the speaker's intonation, how their voice goes up and down, and pronunciation. You can use videos, audio recordings, dialogues, movies, and TV shows. Pause, rewind, and repeat, trying to match the speaker's intonation and pronunciation as closely as possible. This helps you get a model for how the language is supposed to sound or how you want to sound. If you like my voice, for example, you can pause my videos and try to mimic my intonation and pronunciation. Reading aloud. Pick a book, an article, a paragraph, anything at all, and read it out loud. This is an excellent way to exercise your speaking muscles because it forces you to pay attention to the structure of the language you are studying. You can slow down, learn, and practice the correct forms. You'll notice verb tenses, word choices, and sentence constructions. Reading good writing out loud helps you practice speaking correctly. B. Visualizing and practicing scenarios. Imagine real-life situations where you would use English and practice what you would say in that particular context. For instance, imagine ordering a coffee, making a doctor's appointment, or calling a hotel for a reservation. What would you say in that situation? Even short sentences like, "I'd like to make an appointment," or "For 2 nights, please," will help you stretch your speaking muscles. It might feel a little strange or funny at first, but you'll get used to it after a little while. 4. Singing songs. If you love English music, this is a fun and effective way to practice. Choose a song you enjoy, study the lyrics, memorize them, and then sing along. Singing helps you practice speaking, and it also exposes you to English culture, helping you live the language. Music is a big part of every culture, and immersing yourself in English music is a great way to connect with the language. 5. Practicing poems and monologues. This might sound intimidating, but it's incredibly beneficial. You can find famous movie monologues online, often with transcripts. Memorizing and performing them allows you to practice speaking with emotion, rhythm, and intonation. It helps you avoid speaking in a flat, monotone way and encourages you to inject feeling into your English. Shadowing videos of others reading poems and monologues is also a great way to improve your sense of the language's rhythm. The art of organization, speaking with clarity and confidence. Beyond practicing individual words and sentences, truly fluent and confident English speakers organize their thoughts effectively. This organization is a key element that can significantly improve your speaking. It's about how you organize your ideas when presenting them, how you connect one sentence with the next, and how you guide your listener through your opinions and arguments. This is organization. Good organization involves 2 main aspects that you can implement. 1. Logical organization with clear transitions. This means arranging your thoughts in a logical order and using clear transition words and phrases to move your listener from one idea to the next. This helps your listener rarely get lost when listening to you. Sequencing with time. Intermediate. First, we planned to start in June. Then we had some problems, so we had to wait. Finally, we started in August. Uses first, then, or finally. Advanced. Initially, we planned to launch in June. Subsequently, due to unforeseen delays, we had to postpone it. Eventually, we launched in August. Uses initially, subsequently, eventually, and more advanced vocabulary like unforeseen delays. Adding detail. Intermediate. The product is not only cheap, but it's also very strong. Also, it has a 5-year guarantee. Uses not only, but it's also, and also. Advanced. Not only is the product affordable, but it's also incredibly durable. Moreover, it comes with a 5-year warranty. Uses not only is the product affordable, but it's also, which is an advanced inversion, and moreover, emphasizing a point. Intermediate. Most importantly, we need to make our customers happy. Really, our success depends on it. Uses most importantly and really. Advanced. Above all, we must prioritize customer satisfaction. Indeed, our success depends on it. Uses above all instead of most importantly, and indeed instead of really. Showing cause and effect. Intermediate. Because it rained a lot, the roads were full of water, so the traffic was very slow. Uses basic linking words because and so. Advanced. Because of the heavy rain, the roads were flooded. Consequently, traffic was severely delayed. Uses because of and consequently for a more advanced and formal sound. Expressing condition. Intermediate. If we reach our sales goals, we will get a bonus. If not, we won't get one. Uses if and if not. Advanced. Provided that we meet our sales targets, we'll receive a bonus. Otherwise, we won't be eligible. Uses provided that as a substitute for if and otherwise instead of if not. Giving an alternative. Intermediate. We can spend money on marketing, or we can work on making the product better, or we can do both. Uses or multiple times. Advanced. We could invest in marketing, or we could focus on product development. Alternatively, we could do both. Uses alternatively for the third option. Making a comparison. Intermediate. Like exercise is important for your body, reading is important for your mind. Uses like. Advanced. Just as exercise is important for physical health, so too is reading important for mental health. Uses just as, so too. Contradicting a statement. Intermediate. People often say that money can't buy happiness, but it can make life easier. Uses but. Advanced. It's often said that money can't buy happiness, yet it can certainly make life easier. Uses the passive voice. It's often said and yet instead of but. Clarifying a point. Intermediate. In other words, we need to make our work faster. That means we need to get rid of extra steps. Uses, in other words, and that means. Advanced. In other words, we need to streamline our processes. That is to say, we must eliminate unnecessary steps. Uses that is to say instead of that means. Providing evidence. Intermediate. To show this, let's look at the numbers, especially the sales numbers from last time. Uses to show this and especially. Advanced. To illustrate this point, let's look at the data, specifically the sales figures from last quarter. Uses to illustrate this point and specifically. 2. Using a variety of linking words, cohesive devices. In addition to transitions, using a range of cohesive devices like linking words helps connect your ideas more smoothly. These include words like however, therefore, in addition, as a result, furthermore, and despite these challenges. When you use these words, you are creating a logical flow for your listener, making your speech easier to understand and more effective. You can combine short phrases that act as transitions with linking words or conjunctions to connect one sentence to the next. By applying this concept of organization into your speech, better organizing your thoughts or ideas, and connecting one sentence or idea with the next, this is going to help you speak English more fluently, more clearly, and more effectively. Practice using these connectors and linking words in your speech. Ask yourself, am I connecting my ideas when I speak? Am I going from one point to the next smoothly? Am I using these transitioned phrases and linking words? The power of necessity. Finding your motivation. Lorenzo, a learner from Italy, shared his story with us. He started learning English for fun and personal growth, not seeing it as helpful for his professional career. However, he recently changed companies, and on his very first day in his new job, he had a meeting with a German technician about a machine they were going to buy. English truly saved his day. Lorenzo's anecdote highlights a crucial point. Many times, we don't do something as seriously as we should because we don't see an immediate need or necessity. But the moment something becomes an immediate need, we focus on it. We start practicing and studying it. This is connected to the idea of making something a necessity if you truly want to take it seriously. If you really want to learn English for real, if you want to take your English learning seriously, find a way to make it a necessity for you. Because if it's not a necessity, if you don't feel that need, it's going to be really hard to study every day, to practice every day, and to participate in your classes. Find your why, your compelling reason to learn English, and let it fuel your practice, even when you're alone. Recap and key takeaways. Let's quickly review the key takeaways from today's video. You can dramatically improve your English speaking alone. You don't need a speaking partner or a classroom to become a confident English speaker. Imitation is your secret weapon. Practice by listening to English speech and then expressing the same ideas in your own words. Embrace the easy-to-hard imitation approach. Start with short phrases, progress to longer sentences, and finally, challenge yourself by retelling full stories or delivering entire speeches. Explore a variety of solo speaking practices. Incorporate shadowing, reading aloud, visualizing real-life scenarios, singing English songs, and practicing poems, monologues into your routine. Master the art of organization for clarity and confidence. Organize your ideas logically using clear transitions and a diverse range of linking words to guide your listeners smoothly through your thoughts. Find your necessity for learning. Discover a compelling reason or an immediate need that will motivate you to practice consistently, even when learning by yourself. If you found this video helpful, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to English Journey for more educational and motivational content. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss our daily videos. Quiz time. Now, for a quick quiz to see how much you remember. Write your answers in the comments below. Question 1. What is the main technique Manoj used to improve his English speaking alone? Question 2. Name 3 other solo English speaking practices mentioned in the video, besides imitation. Question 3. What are the 2 main aspects of organization that can significantly improve your English speaking? Question 4. According to the video, what is one of the proper ways to learn grammar? Question 5. What did Lorenzo's story highlight as a key motivator for serious English learning? Take a moment to write your answers in the comments. I'll be reading them. Conclusion. Remember, your English speaking journey is just that, a journey. Like Manoj and countless other successful learners, you have the power within you to achieve fluency and confidence, one step at a time. Keep practicing, keep learning, and keep believing in yourself. You will get better every day. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Celine, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy learning!